Right. So obviously, good afternoon, everyone. So Arjun Anand from Priority IT Support. Start by, oh, it would help if I went into, there we go. So just a little bit about us. The company I actually started my self-employed, the business was actually called by another name in 2010. In 2013, we rebranded the business and have been running for about 10 years. In 2013 is when we officially became a managed service provider. This is where we started looking after businesses. And businesses, the problem used to have was in a fast-paced market, businesses cannot wait to have a server or a piece of hardware break down. It needed to be monitored and needed to be fixed before it went down. And this is where it all started with our first ever client that signed up with us back in 2012. So in November, December, just before we were doing the rebrand, we are still looking after them today. So we have seen them through from Windows 7 through to Windows 8 into 10 and now 11. And yeah, so since 2012, we've been looking after them. We provide a full-scale solution. So we don't sort of give clients a product or a piece of hardware, a piece of software and say, here you go. We will sit with the clients, we work out what it is that they are looking for. What is it that they want their IT system to do? Then we can overlay with what it's doing now. We can then see where the gaps are. And then we provide a full turnkey solution. So we will provide all the hardware, the software, the training, to ensure that that the business is safe, secure, and all the users are trained up. So they're ready to go, knowing what they're doing. And like I said, we provide a true 24/7, 365 protection to our clients via our dedicated centers. We have two types of centers that are split between the US and India. So we have what's called a NOC, which is a network operations center. So these guys are monitoring if servers go offline. Whether it's 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, doesn't matter. I'll get a call to say that the servers are offline, and if they haven't come back online, we need to go and see why. And then the second center we have is what we call a security operations center. So these guys are the ones that are monitoring your networks for ransomware, any side movements, any anomaly behavior. These guys will be the ones remoting in, checking what's what, and keeping us or keeping the network secure. And after a recent poll we did, we've actually got a 98% satisfaction rate amongst our clients. We are quite a sticky company. We hold on to our clients for many years, and we continue to build those relationships out. So the first question we normally ask to businesses is how important is technology in their business? In today's market, everything is online. We do have certain clients that are still using some very old legacy systems. One of them being a metal press printer, and believe it or not, it's still running on a Windows XP box. Yes, Windows XP, oh my God, Windows XP 2000, pre-2000, 2001, when Windows 7 came out. Yeah, because the drivers are so old, the company that manufactured it has gone out of business, but because it's key to their business, we've got a full system for them. So if it does go down, we can get them up and running, and that printer, that metal press printer, can keep working for them. So, we take the time to sit down with the client. It's not just a case, well, here's our services, here's our pricing, pick what you want, and go from there. We sit down with the client, and like I said, we will sit down, work out what is your network doing right now? What do you want it to be doing? And then we have a roadmap of where we are now, where we need to go, and then we can start working out pricing and go from there. And then again, the next question is how important is it? What are the biggest pain points? So we've come across a lot of clients who have moving from one IT company to us, and then it's always a case of finding out what was the problem that they had was it too long on the phone, not calling them, just not answering, charging for things, contracts were not clear, pricing was not agreed, or they said one price and now it's something else. So we try and figure out what those pain points are and try and fix them, and provide an ongoing care. And we like to build our relationships out and go from there. So this is just a small graph. So with the SMB market, you can see that a lot of the time they are not big enough to have a full-time on-site IT engineer. It's just not cost effective for them to have it. So a lot of the reasons why we are finding the SMBs are, small to medium business owners are branching out, things like they want greater technical experience, systems are getting too complex just to manage. A lot of times they can either manage the system or manage the business, or they've got a nephew, a niece, an aunt, an uncle running it. And when things go wrong, you can't really, personal relationships start to sour. Again, they want to focus on the core business. So, we take all of this stress away from them, act as an outside company, and they outsource all their IT. So if they want to come screaming and shouting at us, they can do, because we provide that level of a service where, they give us the IT, they just run their business, we run the IT for them, making sure they're safe and secure. What do we offer? Peace of mind, reduce risk, simplified costs, increase user productivity. You'll find these are all interlinked. Like I said, we make the IT work for the business, so that users are spending more time doing their job effectively rather than managing. I'll come on to a few points in a bit how we help clients with this. But these are just some of the core services we offer. So ransomware protection, we do advanced monitoring and management of devices, cloud backups, spam filtering, dark web monitoring, Microsoft 365, and VoIP. As many of you, if you may or may not know, BT is killing off ISDN, the old analog lines, by 2025, because a lot of people have moved to VoIP. So we're helping a lot of our clients take their old analog numbers, port them into the cloud, and give them a VoIP number. And there's a few case studies which we've done, which I'll go through shortly. Okay, so so some of the things, ransomware protection, like I said at the beginning in my 60 seconds, Royal Mail, The Guardian, who else was it? Arnold Clark, the car company, Pendragon, they're actually a company, we actually bought one of our cars from them. Pendragon, Royal Mail, all of these companies have been hit with ransomware, and it all starts with a phishing email attack. Unfortunately, someone clicks a link they shouldn't have clicked. They get remote access to that PC unbeknown to the user. User just simply goes home, leaving the PC on. The users then come back once they see there's no mouse movement or nothing. And then they can start doing what we call lateral movement. So once you're on the network, they then start moving sideways and start footprinting. They want to see where the network is, where's the core servers. Once they get access to that, they then release a payload ransomware. Everyone comes in the morning. You've probably seen the sign, massive desktop background, saying, your data is locked, it's encrypted. Please pay us in Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies. So we protect against that. And it's all interlinked. So our like I said, so we have a SOC center that sits in the US that are monitoring our clients' computers 24/7. They are staffed by us. They are managed by us. There is no you might have Christmas, bank holidays, and American holidays. Our data centers are off 24/7. So if something happens at 2 a.m, our time, we'll be notified. We might be sleeping, but we still get notified, and the guys are working. So cloud backups, again, everyone's moving to Office 365. So everyone's got emails, team chats, SharePoint. We can back all of that up for them. And the computer, the best part is PC doesn't have to be on. We can just manage everything for them. It's a fully managed service that we offer. Advanced spam filtering. So we offer clients, almost zero latency on email. So, you can send me an email, it'll get scanned, then it comes into my mailbox. If the spam filtering captures it every hour, I get a report. If it's got caught in there by mistake, I can then whitelist it. So in the future, you don't get blocked. And all of this is in real time. So you or your clients would not notice that this is happening in the background.
Arjun, that was your 8 o'clock timer, 8-minute timer.
8 minutes, perfect. So managed dark web monitoring. What is dark web? It's a part of the internet where almost 60 to 70% of the internet actually lives. So when you've seen these ransomware attacks happening, the first stage is they extract the data, then they hit you with ransomware. And then if companies don't pay up the ransom, on the dark web goes all your data for sale, email addresses, personal home addresses, credit card numbers. Depending on how securely, or in many cases not, the company has stored your data, it all gets leaked on the dark web. So what we do is we've got tentacles all over the dark web scanning for these things. So when we start seeing our clients' email addresses or their domains popping up, we can then start notifying the client. They're saying, by the way, Mr. or Mrs. Client, you've got this this error has, this email address has come up with this password. We then give them a portal to which they log in. They confirm yes or no, that's, oh my God, and then they can go in and change that password and keep them secure. So again, we provide, that's on a rolling 24/7. So we are continuously monitoring the dark web. Office 365, everyone knows you've got Word, Excel, PowerPoint. We can just provide a managed service on that. And with regards to VoIP, I mean, the last client we took, they unfortunately BT locked them into a 5-year contract. Our contracts are 3 years, and much more flexible. And VoIP is the way of the internet. It saves our clients a lot of money, especially when you're doing long distance. And some of our directors, when they're traveling abroad in a hotel, wherever you go, they just take their phone with them, plug it into an Ethernet port. You can make a call, receive a call as if you were sitting in the office. And that's what we do. So with IT, we never sleep. Our systems are monitored 24/7. We look after our clients, and yeah, we don't stop because the bad guys don't stop. Any questions?
Awesome. Thank you, Arjun. That's brilliant. Great stuff. If we have any questions, that's it. If you stop sharing your screen, if any quick questions, because we're going to crack on. Heather.
So Arjun, do you do the penetration testing as well then?
No, we've got a company that will do that. So we've got a specific company that will do pen testing for us.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was clearly very specific because Heather knew what to ask. Brilliant stuff. Nothing to the rest of us. Brilliant. Thank you. We are.